PU2 aspirants, welcome back to our channel, and I know that your final PU2 exams are very near, and I believe that everybody of you are preparing really hard for your exams, right? Now, how much ever we have prepared hard, but what if we are not able to present our answers within that 3 hours limit in the exam hall? Will we get marks? No, right? So yes, I have found so many students with this particular problem that ma'am, I'm not able to complete all the questions within the time, or sometimes ma'am, I'm not getting time to revise the answers, right? These problems do exist with students, and this is something very important. Time management skills in the exam hall. So do not worry students, to help you with this problem, I am here today to discuss 7 important tips how you can manage time efficiently in your exam hall, and after this you will be able to complete the questions with time, and you will also get a proper time to revise your answers. So yes, if you are someone who wants or who face this problem, do not worry, after watching this video you will be able to manage your time in the exam hall. Okay, so yes, I have this question for all of you, that is, do you often run out of the time in the exam hall? So those students who generally face this problem, please put down yes in the comment section so that I can know how many of you will be helpful from this particular video. Okay, fine. Now let us see what all things we have in our today's video. The first one is before exam. So now as your exams are starting, right, it has not yet started, so how you can practice certain things so that you can manage your time effectively in the exam hall. That is the first thing I'll discuss. Next, during exam hall, what we should be doing so that we can manage time efficiently. Third, very important, some mistakes that we have to avoid. And last, one thing I want to tell all of you, that one must thing you need to do during this time, during this entire period of exam. Okay, fine. Let's move to the first part, that is before exam, what we should be doing. So you should be practicing a model paper with a timer, means you should set a proper 3-hour time limit, and then you should start solving the model paper. Now this will help you with what? If you do it in timed condition, it will help you to understand the question pattern. It will help you to understand how much time is required in what sections. Okay, next one, what you have to do is understand the question pattern. So you should be knowing that, okay, in chemistry paper there will be 5 sections, and you should be very clear that in section A all the questions are compulsory. In section B you have to attempt any 3 questions. In section C you have to attempt any 4 questions, like this. You should be very particular about the question pattern so that you don't waste time in your exam understanding these patterns and all things, right? In exam your focus should only be on writing the answers effectively and present them properly. So you should be very thorough with the question paper pattern. Okay, next thing, yes, so that is what you should be knowing, the marking scheme and the section wise weightage. So section B carries 10 marks, section C carries 15 marks. So these all things should be very clear to you. Next, develop a time distribution strategy. So when you are solving the model test paper, you should have a time distribution. Like for section A, I will be devoting this much time. For section B, I'll be devoting this much time. Now let me give you an example for this one. If I were a student and I'm writing chemistry paper, I will have this as in my mindset, where I'll put section A for 20 minutes because it is hardly MCQs and fill in the blanks. Section B, we have just 2-marker questions and we have to attempt 5 questions, so easily I can attempt, so I'll take 20 minutes. Section C, I have 3-marker questions. I have to attempt 5 questions, so I will require little more time, so I'll give 40 minutes. Section D, 5-marker question, I have to attempt 4 questions, so at least 45 minutes. Section E, again only 3 questions I have to attempt and they are numericals, so I will be giving 20 minutes here. So section B, I think I told you 5 questions, right? It is 3 out of 5. You have to attempt 3 questions, right? So 3 2s are 6. So you will get how much, like very easily you can score this one, right? So yes, so that is what, Like this, you should be having a proper time management distribution for each section. And in this also, you will have, after using this one, you will get 25 minutes for checking your answers. 25 minutes is more than enough. 15 minutes checking is perfectly fine. But yes, if you follow this, some here and there will be there, so you will have buffer time to solve the questions as well. Okay. Next, we have here, we'll go to, yes, now when I told you about time management strategy, how you can use it efficiently is, you take a proper 3 hours time, solve the model test paper, then come back and check our this playlist where we have given PU2 model papers 2025. It has all the subjects: physics, chemistry, maths, bio, Kannada, English. So all these 6 subjects are there. So you can go first, solve the paper and come back and check your answers, so that you can know like which answer you have done in a lengthy way, how could you have written the answer so that you can minimize the time. So it will help you to analyze, right? So please do this at any, like I'll say, it is almost a very important process. So first, solve the model test paper within 3 limit, then come back and check your answer so that you can know which question or which question you would have saved the time. Okay. Fine. Now we will go to during the exam what we should be doing to manage time. The first thing here is read the question paper carefully, and this is what a very interesting smart technique. You get almost 10 minutes to read the paper, right? So at that time you are not allowed to mark anything on the question paper, but you can think that suppose you went to section B of chemistry, you will have 5 questions, you have to attempt any 3, right? So you will be very confident, okay, these 3 questions I am going to attempt. Okay, so you just decide from this 5 questions, I am very confident about 3 questions. These are the 3 questions that I will attempt. So that when you actually start writing your exam and you know that from section B I have to attempt question number 22, 24 and 23, right? So you do not waste time in reading all the questions. You can just easily go and directly pick up those questions in which you are confident. And here you will save a lot of time. So when this 10 minutes is given to read the question paper, do not waste it. Go through the paper and identify the easy and scoring questions first, where you are very confident you can write those questions. Okay. Second thing what we have to do, start with easy questions. Okay, suppose for example in section D, okay, there are 5 questions and you have 6 questions and you have to attempt any 4, and you are not confident about 2 questions, but 2 questions you are very confident. So first attempt those questions where you are very confident. Why? This will help you to boost your confidence, and again you will not waste time in solving the difficult question. Leave that first. First do whatever you know, whichever questions you are very sure, first complete those questions. Now do not waste time on thinking on those questions about which you don't know the answer. Okay. Next we have, keep an eye on the clock. This is very important. So this is my suggestion, that check the time after every section to stay on track. You have attempted section A, check a time. You have attempted section B, check the time. Attempted section C, check the time. And we have already a plan in our mind that how much time we have to give for each section. So that should match with the exam hall. So that is why you should be having a track of the time in the exam hall. Okay. Next is write crisp and relevant answers. This is very important. You do not have to write many things which is not asked in the question and waste your time. For example, I have given you an example. So you have, suppose function of this lymphoid organs is asked. So write to the point the functions and finish it. You don't have to write any introduction here, anything. Function is asked, write down the function. You don't have to write about the structure. For example, in chemistry, mechanism is asked, directly write down the mechanism. For example, in math, some solution is asked, directly go and solve the question. So always focus on what is asked in the question and only write that much. Okay. For example, a question I'll give you, what is the composition of mic metal? Just write down lanthanide 95% and other elements this percent. That is enough. You don't have to write the uses and everything. So students feel that if I write more, I'll get more marks. It is a very big myth. You will get marks only if you write what is asked in the question. Clear? Okay. Next, extra questions. This I want to give an suggestion and it is a personal opinion as well. So right answer in those sections were required. Now I have seen generally section B, in chemistry I am talking, section B where we have 5 questions and we have to attempt any 3, that section questions are very easy and most of the questions we know very confidently. In those type of sections you do not have to go and write the extra questions. When you are sure that these 3 questions will give you mark, why to write 2 other questions and waste your time? Right? So write extra questions in those particular sections where it is necessary. Now for example, numerical questions, you are not sure about one particular numerical, okay, then you may find that another numerical is easy or comparatively easy, there you can go and attempt one extra question, that is fine, but you don't have to attempt all the questions. Okay, now I feel, okay, 3 marker D and F block, that inorganic D and F block and coordination 3 marker, there will be 5 questions, you have to attempt any 3. Now here there might be some confusion, some difficult questions are there, you can go and attempt one extra question, but it is not mandatory or not, there is no show off that you know all the things, so you have to write all the answers, it is not at all required. Okay, so you are not getting anything extra marks by writing extra time, so that is why do not waste your time in writing extra questions if not required. Okay, so if you feel that you are not confident in some particular question and you need to write the extra question, then only go and write it. Okay, next is in case of doubt question. Now I have seen one thing, if students are having some doubts, okay, what they generally do is they write in pencil first, then they erase it, and then again once they are confident about the answer, they go and write in the pen. So do not waste these things. You can do something that is called rough work. Whichever questions, numericals you have doubt, you can first solve it in the rough section. Okay, one numerical is there, you are not know, or any derivation is there, you have forgotten the steps, write it in the rough section, once analyze it, yes, if it is clear, you can go and write down in the main answer sheet. Okay, so in this way your answer paper will also be very neat and clean, and you will also save time, writing, erasing and all these things will be avoided. Next, last one, keep last 15 to 20 minutes for revision. Very, very important. In this, the first thing that you have to check is whether you have answered all the questions or not, whether any questions are left or not. So you have to go section wise. Section B, we have to attempt 3 questions, so just check that all the 3 questions are attempted or not. Section C, we have to attempt 3 questions, just check. Section D, we have to attempt 4 questions, check it. So check first all the questions have been answered or not. That is the first thing you need to check. At that time, do not check whether the answer is correct or not. The second thing, you have to go and check the numericals part, okay, whether the calculation is correct or not, whether the answers you are getting is correct or not. After checking the numericals part, go and check the theoretical part. Okay, so what you have to be doing here, first thing you have to check whether answered all questions or not. Okay, second thing that you have to check is numericals, because calculation is something where we generally do mistakes, and then you have to go and check the theoretical questions. Okay, fine. Now we will move to something, yes, I want to say you that after your board exams are over, immediately we have one very, very important exam, that is our KCET 2025 examination, right? So this you will be getting very less time to prepare. So to boost your preparation, to channelize your preparation, we have a very good program, that is KCET Lakshya Crash Course. Okay, so in this there will be a 21-day program, and this is completely offline. The centers are located in Bangalore. There is day scholar as well as residential program, so you can come to Bangalore and stay in our hostels as well if you are not from Bangalore, and you will be getting complete syllabus coverage, mock test, and then one-on-one doubt clarification sessions, study hours, everything will be provided, and you can channelize your preparation. Now in case if you are not able to come to Bangalore, or you are not interested in this full course, you only want to test your preparation, we also have Abhyas KCET 2025 test series. In this you will be getting 35 mock tests, which includes 4 free tests. Absolutely, if you just register, you will be getting 4 free tests, and you will be getting 31 paid tests. In this also we have both part test and full length test. You will be getting detailed video solutions and analysis. You will be getting one-shot revision videos, and you will also be getting this one, that is chapter wise insight for the last 5 years. Okay, so we will be analyzing each and every chapter and we'll be telling you what is the most important topic from each of these chapters. Okay, apart from this, one bonus is there. This test series is available at 1498 rupees. Now, if you just add 1 rupee extra, you will be getting our PU2 Success Blueprint test series. Now, PU2 Success Blueprint test series will definitely help you to boost your preparation for the PU2 exams. Okay, and we know that PU2 exams are also equally important for getting good rank in KCET. So, to boost both of your preparation, you can just spend 1 rupees and can take this. Okay. Fine. Now we will go back to our what mistakes we have to avoid. The first thing is spending too much time in one question. This is what I have done. This mistake was done by me when I was in my class 12th and I was solving maths exam. Okay, so there was one question which I was not getting the correct answer and I was stuck there for almost 30 minutes. Okay, and I was wasting my time, and at the end I was not able to finish the paper properly. So make sure that if you have any doubt in any question, do not get stuck there. Leave that question and go for the next question. Okay. Next we have ignoring reading time and starting to write immediately. I told you that first 10 minutes where you get time to read the question paper, please use that time effectively and smartly. Figure out the questions which are easy and which you are confident, so that while writing the paper you can write down them. If you just write down immediately without reading the question paper, it will waste a lot of time and you will be using that time to decide which questions you have to answer. Okay. Next, not leaving time for revision. This is very big mistake, I can say. You must have at least 15 to 20 minutes to revise the paper to make sure that you have answered all the questions correctly. Okay. Then we have panicking if the time seems short. This is also something very important. This mistake was also done by me in the same exam when I was already 30 minutes I have wasted in one particular question, and after that I am seeing that I have only this much time left and I have so many questions to do. I was so panicked and I was not able to solve even those questions which I knew. Right. So if any case you find that the time is short and also, please do not worry, do not panic. Try to write fast and try to do those questions which you already know. And yes, this can be avoided if you have a check on time after every section you have completed. Okay, so yes students, that's all in this video. And yes, the one important thing that you need to do is trust yourself. Please trust your preparation, have self-confidence. Do not worry, whatever you have studied will be asked in the exam definitely, and you will be able to crack the exam with very good marks. Okay, that is my trust. I trust all of you, so you should also trust on yourself. Okay, yes students, that's all. And I hope these strategies will help you to manage time in the exam. And if you have any other doubt, any other questions, please put down in the comment section. I will definitely address to it, and let me know how much you are prepared for your exam. And we have also given you a Google form where you have to, if you have any doubts, you can put down. So you can fill that form and put your doubts. If you find any new further doubts are required, we will be definitely making videos on those topics as well. Okay, so that's all students, and please subscribe the channel if you like our videos. Thank you and all the very best for your exam.